Well, hello, and welcome to my new video. In this video, we're gonna talk about some of the updates and upgrades that I did to my monk build, making it even better and even more tanky. Since I've done these upgrades, I've only died once, which is good because if we were in hardcore, then that would have been kind of bad. Yes. If you haven't watched my previous video on the monk and how to build it, you don't have to. I'm gonna explain everything here in this video all over again. Of course, starting from the spells. So the first spell is actually Greater Lightning Bolt, which we get from our Jade Amulet. So it's not really a spell, it's just something that we get. We have Ambush on it. Consider casting for more damage, and we have Conduction for more chances to shock. And that's about it. We just needed to kill the walls a little bit faster with crit damage and the shocks. Next we have our first cast. We have two cast and dodge, of course. The first one, it's level 19. You don't need any higher. Frost wall, you can get a -1 from corruption. You can get a 9. You can try to corrupt it, or you can buy this, whatever. Again, this build is not really cheap, but it's not expensive as getting a Temporalis. So Frost wall, we have Fortress, so we can get the Frost walls in circles. Spell echo, more effect, area of effect. We have spell cascade. Again, the ported skills also, like the walls goes kind of left and right randomly. And we have magnified effect for more area effect because we do lose some with spell cascade. Yeah, that's it. That's our first cast on dodge, and the second one, which is much more important. And I tell you to do this exact setup, because if we switch them, I do believe that the spell is kind of wonky. Yeah. Yep. So yeah, the first cast of dodge should be this one, and then the second one goes again Frost wall. We have energy retention, so we have a chance for this to get back our cost. We have impetus for increased energy gain, and then we have inspiration, because with bone cage here, this does requires kind of like on the high end of the mana consumption. And then of course we have bone cage. This is the spell that's gonna break the walls and deals the damage thanks to the trample to boots. So I went for 21, plus I have 4 from global corrupt modifiers, mainly my wand, of course. And we have some decent crit hit, 64. I've seen people go to 80, but I still one-shot every boss. Even with 50, I one-shotted the last boss in trials with 4 people in my team. I just one-shot it on 50% crit hit. So it's good, but yeah. You can go to you can even do that with level 19, I believe. But yeah. Next thing, really important, is the blink. Of course, we have ingenuity, so we can have cooldown recovery. We have energy barrier for our shield. We have arcane tempo, more cast pit. And then we have unbreakable, which will give us some more stun threshold while using this. It's not detrimental, but it's kind of nice. We have Grim Fist. Grim Fist self-explanatory. You kill people, you get energy shield. You can overflow your energy shield, which we do have a decent number here, 5.8, so we can go to like 11 point something. We have Spark with acceleration, electrocute, rising tempest, which really doesn't make any difference, and we have brutality, which deals physical damage, so that even if we like do some walls, not here. And we use the spark, we're gonna deal physical damage thanks to our trample to boots. And it's good if you get stuck in some places that just break your walls. So that's about the spark. Level 19. You can get much lower. You can get like 17 maybe, to not use all of your mana. Lastly, we have Arctic Armor. This is a very important survivability skill. We put Bludgeon, Blind, and Lockdown on it. This wall is just for testing purposes. You don't really need it. But yeah, so whenever a melee mob hits you, you're gonna literally just kill them. So yeah, that's about the spells. Mana drain we get from our second one, I believe. Yeah. So next we have the gear. This is where this is where we make the build. Let's get up the most important thing probably that's gonna allow us to have 300 spirit, so that both of our cast of dodge can work, and also blink, of course. Armor, what you want here is above 1070 shield. I have 1055, but I'm using where was it? I'm using the timeless diamonds that give me 11 spirit per notable passive, and I have to take this. I wouldn't, but I have to because my armor is only 1055. So yeah, whatever you do, get that energy shield. Whatever other stats you have could be nice, but really not important. So that's about the most important thing on this build, right? Next, wand. You can use any wand, +3, +4. You just want to make sure that you have enough damage to break. You can even use a critical hit chance for spells substat on your wand, which is pretty nice. Gonna boost your bone cage to get the walls to break every time. I do not have any problem with this one. This is a pretty expensive one with the cast speed. You can get ones like this maybe without mana per kill and increase cast speed for about 1 to 2 defense. Although I'd like the mana per enemy killed. It's just I never press this. Very rarely. Next, let's check the tribal mask. You can go full energy shield. I went for some evasion. Again, I used to have 51, but now I don't really need it because I have huge area of effect and I kill the mobs immediately. I still want the evasion for specific scenarios though. We have some rarity, resistance, evasion, of course, and energy shield. Boots, sorry, gloves, again, energy shield, and more important thing, intelligence, because we do need a lot of intelligence for our blink. 205 to be exact, and yeah, we're kind of tight on stats on this build. Again, increase energy shield, max energy shield, some intelligence, and whatever else, you know, get your resistances capped, and that's fine. The rings, I have some rarity, and mostly my resistances comes from these rings. I have cast speed on one, I have rarity of on the other. Some evasion rating. Lightning damage to attacks makes no difference if you have it or not. You don't really have to spend that much to get it. Again, you want cast speed on one with some resistances, and on the other one you want rarity and some resistances, enough for you to cap them. For the amulet, again, Jade Choir of the Storm amulet, I have Volatile Catalyst. on it, allocate it, which give me a effect and cooldown recovery rate. I'll get to the passive skills. I'm gonna tell you why I choose to allocate this and not go through the tree. Now, for what makes this build ticks the way that it does, we have the Crest of Ardura shield, which gives us increased cooldown recovery rate. I went 57, and I'll also explain why. You can get 50, it's fine. And of course, trample to boots. This is something that I've changed from the last build. The last build I had boots with 2 sockets, but I went for 30% increased stun threshold on the boots, and that really helped me. And then I convert the requirements to intelligence on the socket, so I don't have to have that much strength. So yeah, this is both cheap. Even with the stun threshold, there's a lot of boots. You can find them for exalts. We have Maelstrom. This is something that I found and that I have. You don't really have to use it. It's not mandatory. You can use any old Grand Flask. And I'm gonna change now the Stone Charm with the Freezing Charm, because I really am not getting stunned at all. And I'll of course go into details in the passive skill as to why is that. So yeah, if I forgot, on my second weapon I use this just so I can blink without making my FPS goes down. It's just, you know. Wait, let me while I'm making the video I can do this just so it's a little bit nicer. But yeah, if you want to play this build, you're not gonna be able to. I mean, I'm not able with my PC to get any stability on the FPS while playing this build, so I have to upscale my PC while we're there. If you wanna have a guide on how to upscale, you can again write down in the comments, or you can search for I'm pretty sure there's a couple of videos on how to use an upscaler so that you can upscale your game. Anyway, I'm getting sidetracked. Let's go to the passive skill tree. So, really important, lead me through grace. This is what gives us the spirit, thanks to the hex rope. Get 1 spirit for every 6 energy shield. You can combine this with energy shield and evasion, but you have to be careful and calculate like the exact amount that you need. So you can get I believe you need 280 minimum, and then with the timeless diamond you can get up to 300, which is how much we need. You can get, if you go above 280, then you can get a cheaper diamond, like +9 or 8 spirit, depends on. I'd first go with this, see how much I can get, and then I'm gonna go with the diamond. Okay, lead me through grace. I am the thunder. I get extra lightning damage, pretty nice. Of course, we're gonna get the soul spring, which will give us more energy on this dodge. Trigger spell, deal 6% increase spell damage, and we're gonna go for sunder my enemies. Critical hits, ignore non-negative enemy monster elemental resistances, and that's about it. You don't really need anything else out of this, because you're gonna one-shot all the bosses, all tier 4 bosses. Sanctum boss, the 4th one, you don't need anything else. You don't need meditate, you don't need invoker, unbound avatar. So let's start. We're gonna start with the left side. We're gonna skip this. We're going for critical damage bonus, increased attack speed, getting essence of storm for the chance to shock, or with our jet amulet. Of course, we're gonna get critical chance, crashing wave, and critical chance again to this part. And now you're gonna see how much of the stats you need. I'm gonna decide for you. We're taking the left side. Maybe this, depending on what level you are, We're going to the moment of truth, which will give us increased critical hit chance. Now, some people don't take this. I did because I really like the increased movement speed because the trample to boots are very, very slow. Plus the dexterity and int were a really, really nice addition. So yeah, this is where we stop. Now let's continue. If you want to take a screenshot or pause the video. There we go. Now we're continuing up on the right side. On this, I don't know how do you call this in English. We go top to take the jewel. I'm gonna get the jewels. Now we take on the north side of all these critical damage nodes up to deadly force. Then we go back, going. Let's cover the top side first. Yes, we're gonna take Eternal Youth, of course, because we are inoculated. Taking triggered spell damage and dynamism. I don't know how you read this, but you're gonna get increased energy if you triggered a skill recently. Very nice. You can take one more of this, but I don't think it's really needed. Taking the jewel, going up, we're gonna take critical hit chance, and again critical hit chance with the careful assassin. Now, chaos and collision. Of course, we're gonna take all of these nodes. For me, I'm gonna take this one too, but for you, take this. This is not necessary. It's nice to have. It's not bad, but not necessary. You can actually get just these two to get the freeze duration. But yeah, this is I need to take it. Let me be clear. I need, you don't. Going to the left, we're gonna take Ingenuity and Patient Barrier. Of course, the biggest increase in energy shield. And we're gonna end with this jewel here. Like, you don't even have to take this route. I think you can get another jewel. Where was it? 1, 2, 3. Yeah, here. Whatever. It suits you. It's fine. I just wanted to take the jewel socket. So that's about it for the top side. Let's get back. Now down, taking this jewel, going to this part. We're gonna take damage versus full life. The first approach, the bottom 4. This is also good. You can take this. You can actually, if you have, you can unplug one of this and take this one. It's fine. Depending, you'll see how you're gonna fare against the bosses. I'm going down, taking this jewel now, and this is what really helped me not dying so much. Getting dampening shield on a megalomaniac diamonds. So this not only increases my max energy shield, but gives me 12% maximum energy shield as additional stun threshold. You can also get Eldritch Battery. Fuck, where was it? Eldritch Battery. I'm so bad at remembering things. Was it somewhere here? It should be somewhere around here. Just want to read the skill. I think it gave more. It gives more. Fuck. Shouldn't it be here somewhere? Doesn't matter. You can take Eldritch Battery or Dampening Shield. Both are fine. It's gonna give you some stun threshold based on your energy shield. I also got lucky to get Reverberation on it, which gives me increased area of effect. This one's really expensive, but you can go with any other thing here that's gonna just make it be logical for your build. But yeah, Reverberation is really nice. That's where we're stopping now. Going right to the jewel, going down this path, taking hard stopping and hard braking, going down to the jewel again, down to the other one, and here this is very important, multitasking. which is give us even more increased cooldown recovery rates, or a blink will have even lower cooldown. Going to this jewel, taking distracting presence, even more cooldown recovery rate. And now some folks go up top to take the volatile catalyst and this both cooldown recovery rate. This is why I went for 57% on my shield. And wait, did I swap my things? Yeah. Apologies. Yeah, so that's why I took the 57% cooldown recovery. You can get to 50 and take this nodes if you decide to like take this path up. Again, depending on which level are you and how you're gonna fare versus bosses. Maybe you don't want to take this nodes. Maybe you don't want to take these nodes. There's plenty of options. But yeah, this is just what I did, and I went down bottom to take this last jewel here. Which again, now that we're here, we can talk about the jewels. Most important things: increased critical hit chance, spell damage bonus, increased area of effect. Those about the three that are most important, I believe. I did get some increased maximum energy shield, mana regen. Those are all secondary. But yeah, if you do want to get some more increased in your energy shield, you can put it depending on your budget. There we go, some cool damage, energy shield, and then we have hit chance for spell and critical spell damage bonus. That's team. You can find that team on all of my jewels. I aim to get at least 3 things that I want, and then the 4th one is random. But in this case, this is something that I already had, so I soaked it in. I didn't want to spend the points. So yeah, that's the new skill tree of the build, and you're gonna see in the videos just melts bosses, one hit every single boss that I've ever fought. Except Balbala on her map for some reason. I don't know why. Yeah, you're gonna need 2 or 3 blinks on her. And yeah, if you have any questions, feel free to put them down in the comments. And if you guys want a max roll or mobalytics, I'll try to get one. I am unemployed man, and I barely have time to play. And when I do have time to play, I just play. So yeah, if you do want something like that, if anyone decides to copy this build, he can make one. But yeah, that's the passive node. Now I'm gonna show you some clips of this build, just absolutely melting bosses. Also the upscaling, because I kind of have to, because the frames, it literally eats the frames whenever. Imagine doing this into like a bunch of mobs. Yeah, anyway, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.